This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Upset cabbies block a section of Point Hill Main Road. Commuters, including students who use the Point Hill Main Road in St. Catherine, had to walk miles to get transportation this morning after taxi operators blocked a section of the corridor. The scores of operators are protesting the state of the road, which they say has been in a bad condition for over a decade. The operators used the trees and other debris to block the roadway. The road was later cleared by the police. Case past students want a president removed. The College of Agriculture, Science and Education Alumni Association is calling for the removal of President Dr. Darius Deslands over the management of the Portland-based institution. The association, which has been in a long-running dispute with the president, has questioned the college expenditure on several projects as well as the outcomes. Further, it is accusing him of failing to put in place adequate security on the campus, noting last week's attack on a female student. The poor security at the college has resulted in the second student in less than a year to have been raped, assaulted, and abducted at the college, and the third person being assaulted in a year. Deslands must take full responsibility for the ongoing poor security at the college for the past 3 years. Student, staff, and faculty members have been complaining about the various security breaches at the college, but the administration fails to take corrective measures, a spokesperson argued in a media release. Arising from the incident, Deslands indicated that security has been beefed up to make the campus safer. Deslands' disclosure was in response to angry protests as students, rattled by the pre-dawn attack, called for administrators to address security deficits at the Portland school. The association said it has lost all confidence in Deslands' ability to lead the college and the protest students, human and capital resources. The association also calls for the Integrity Commission, Education Ministry, and the Auditor General to launch a probe into the income-generating and training development projects at Case, the spokesperson said. The association is also taking issue with the decision by the Education Ministry to allow Deslands to continue in the post of president, even though his contract expired before the start of the school term in September. Minister of Education and Youth Favour Williams told the news at least a month ago that the position of president should have been and would have been advertised, but to date this has not been done. Teen arrested following gun seizure in Portmore. The police are reporting the seizure of an illegal gun in Gregory Park, Portmore, St. Catherine on Sunday and the arrest of a 17-year-old boy. The 9mm Briscoe pistol was recovered during a snap raid on Walker's Avenue in the community. The police report that the teenager was seen by the team and was accosted. He was searched and a weapon was found in his possession. Superintendent Hope Nicholson, head of operations for the St. Catherine South Police Division, said the latest seizure highlights the involvement of young people in criminal activities. The police in the division continue the zero-tolerance activities to rid the streets of illegal guns, drugs, and other criminal activities, Nicholson said. The teenager remains in custody and the investigation into the matter continues. Man gunned down in Portland. A man was shot and killed in Mansion Hill, Portland last night. The shooting happened shortly before midnight. It is reported that the man was in the area when he was attacked by unknown assailants. This is the fourth murder to be recorded in the Portland Police Division since the start of the year. Minibus operators in Buff Bay protest over road license. Minibus operators in Buff Bay, Portland this morning staged a peaceful protest calling for them to be issued with a road license to ply the Port Antonio to Buff Bay route. They are upset that the Transport Authority only made license available to taxi operators. The bus operators are disgruntled that they have been left out. The withdrawal of service by the bus operators left dozens of commuters, including students, stranded. In a media release this morning, the Transport Authority stated that commuters in Portland can now breathe a sigh of relief as it has approved the issuance of 45 new route taxi licenses for the Port Antonio to Buff Bay route, adding 225 seats along that corridor. The authorities said its decision was based on extensive research which showed that there were inadequate seats to serve the Portland community. Operators desirous of obtaining license for these routes should contact their associations to submit their applications. The authority said that its operations team will be monitoring the situation and an assessment will be conducted over the next few months to determine the effectiveness of these additional routes. But the minibus operators are appealing to the regulator to make route license available to them. They are arguing that this will be to the benefit of commuters. Charles appeals to St. Thomas residents upset over highway construction. Member of Parliament for Eastern St. Thomas, Dr. Michelle Charles, is urging residents to weather the temporary discomforts associated with the construction of the new highway, as the expected outcome will be worthwhile. She made the appeal after residents on Friday voiced dissatisfaction with the management of the construction works being done under the Southern Coastal Highway Improvement Project. The placard bearing residents who converged in Morant Bay in eastern St. Thomas bemoaned lengthy traffic delays, dust, nuisance, and incomplete trenches left along the roadway, which they say are hazardous to commuters. The protesters also took issue with what they described as a deplorable state in which the main thoroughfare has been left following preliminary works by the contractors. I heard that persons were demonstrating against the roadwork and all the development coming here. As a member of Parliament of Eastern St. Thomas, I want to remind each and every one of you that we are uncomfortable under construction, said Charles as she addressed the news of the protest. She continued, growth is sometimes painful and uncomfortable. Ask any mother who has carried a child and given birth. It's painful, but we love the baby in the end. It might be uncomfortable for a time, but we are going to love having roads here. Charles, who was speaking at the launch of the first public Wi-Fi zone in St. Thomas on Friday, March 11, at the Rudolph Elder Park, noted that now more than ever the parish is poised for development. When St. Thomas has roads, we will have people who want to come and invest. We are tired of being in the dark. St. Thomas is ready to shine, she said. 2 killed in St. Elizabeth crash. 2 people are dead and 2 others hospitalized following a motor vehicle crash on the Whitehall Main Road in Middle Quarters, St. Elizabeth on Sunday. Police named one of the deceased as a 20-year-old Roshan Rose, a resident of Paradise District in Norwood, St. James. Police reports are that about 9:15 a.m., 4 people were traveling in a Nissan Wing Road motorcar when the driver failed to negotiate a corner and lost control of the vehicle. The vehicle went off the road, crashed into a house and overturned. The 4 people were taken to hospital, where Rose and a woman were pronounced dead, while 2 men were admitted for treatment. Jota driver on cocaine charges to go on trial. A Jota driver who was arrested following the seizure of more than $29,000 worth of cocaine is to go on trial in the Manchester Parish Court in June. Kirk Lewis, a 45-year-old Manchester resident, had his $500,000 bail extended recently and will be tried before Parish Court Judge John Time on June 6, 2022. Lewis is charged in connection with the seizure of 1.3 pounds of the drug on November 24, 2021. He is charged with the possession of dealing and trafficking cocaine as well as conspiracy. Allegations are that about 6:35 p.m., detectives from the Narcotics Division intercepted a white Honda Accord motorcar along the New Green Main Road in Manchester with the accused aboard. The police said the car was searched and the cocaine, which has an estimated street value of $29,450, was found in a bag. Lewis was taken into custody and following investigations was slapped with the charges. Major crimes up in Manchester, police say. Police are reporting a 32% increase in major crimes committed in the South Central Parish between January 1 and March 9 when compared to the corresponding period last year. Speaking at last Thursday's monthly meeting of the municipal corporation, head of the Manchester Police Superintendent Lloyd Darby said 18 more serious crimes were committed over the period. He added that the police have cleared up almost 50% of the serious crimes committed, with 36 cases being solved since the start of this year. Manchester has recorded one less murder since the start of the year, with 5 people being killed compared to 6 for the corresponding period last year. Darby said the police are seeing increased cases of shootings, robberies, and break-ins. He added that aggravated assault is down and the reported cases of rape are the same for the corresponding periods. He is appealing for the public's assistance in seizing firearms, which he said are the main weapons used by criminals. Of the 5 murders since the start of 2022, 4 have been committed with the use of firearms, and 85% of the robberies are with the use of firearms, he said. The seizure of firearms is very critical to our policing efforts, and we continue to seek the assistance of the public, he shared. Superintendent Darby provided an update on 2 recent murders in Silent Hill near Christiana and Greenville in Manchester. 29-year-old Deshaun Thompson, otherwise called Biggs, was killed on Saturday, March 5 in Silent Hill. He said that Thompson and other patrons were at a bar which is attached to his house when a man walked in the bar, ordered a cigarette, then pulled a firearm from his waistband and ordered patrons to lay down. He went over to Thompson and shot him in his head and upper body, said Darby. We are making progress with this investigation, and we are hopeful that we will be able to clear this murder, he added. Superintendent Darby also said the police have arrested 1 person and are seeking 2 other people in relation to the February 17 murder of 76-year-old Teddy Clark in Texas, Greenville. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.